I'm back, bitches. All right. Okay, we ought to be able to hear me now. I just had to Big Pharma. This probably is Big Pharma. No fucking with my shit, motherfuckers. God damn it. I fucking can't stand that shit. And StreamYard just seems to, it didn't want to, I had to reboot the whole browser. So that's what it is. So my name's Alan Roberts. I'm going to do my intros again. My name's Alan Roberts. For those of you that don't know me, a lot of people like me. A lot of people don't like me. If you're any one of those people that are just watching, whether you like me, hate me, I don't give a shit. Thank you for watching. Please click the subscribe button. If you hate me, make sure you subscribe. That way you can constantly be here to hate me, because that's perfectly mentally healthy. But I also talk a lot about obesity, public health, healthcare, and politics. And I very much want to say to everybody, I told you so. I've been talking for several years about how Wegovy, Ozempic, these semaglutide drugs are probably not the best methodology to lose weight. I personally, my wife and I have a weight loss coaching business. We have helped people in accumulation lose over 100,000 pounds over the course of the years. And we take pride in what we do. My wife has literally developed a method called the hunger management method that is used to help contain my binge eating disorder. We have some slots open for our coaching. If you want to join us, please do. It is daily communication, weekly video conferences. If I am not your cup of tea, my wife can be your sole coach, but normally the person is coached by my wife and myself in a private coaching chat on our app. They're also members of our hunger management support group, our habits group, and the habits group. My wife runs seasonal challenges for people that are designed around building healthy habits. And in coaching, our daily communication and weekly video conferences, we focus on satiation, satisfaction, appropriate fitness level activity, proper sleep, stress relief, hydration, those sorts of things, the pillars of health. So that's what we discuss, and we help people build healthy habits. And I am not only a member, I am not only a coach, I am a client. My wife is my coach, and I am at 4 years, and I think, what is it? Let me do the days, because it's 25 days, 4 years and 25 days since my last binge, because I have horrible binge eating disorder. So if you have problems binge eating, or no matter what your size, or if you have 100 pounds to lose, take us up on one of these offers. We can help you, and I thank you very, very, very much. Now, this article was recently published, I think yesterday. So I want to get to it, because I didn't just make this shit up. I really didn't. But it's time people started looking at this, because this is kind of scary, right? This is the article by the Daily Mail, stating that more people on Ozempic go blind as doctors sound alarm over potentially startling side effect. This is, by the way, there is actually a warning on semaglutide site, on Wegovy's site, about possible vision problems, which is crazy. I mean, they downplay these things so much. But I'm going to read this article, and then I'm going to read an article that I based research off of this article for. Frankly, make sure. How about now? Yes, no, maybe so. Better? Wind tunnel mic? Hello. Return to the wind tunnel. Bad, still bad. This is very strange because I had no issues with it earlier. Huh. There we go. Okay, the ambient sound are really loud. That's way better. Good, good, good. All right, I'm glad we're here. Sorry about this, guys. I have no idea what's going on. My computer just updated. So thank you, Big Pharma. Anyway, no surprise here. Okay. Weird. Audio is still bad. Not sure what to do about this. Let me check one more thing. Test. Test. How about now? Better? No, it's better. Good. Okay. Clear. Perfect. Finally. I think I got all the fucking things done. It reset all of the fucking when I updated my computer, it reset all of the fucking things. So if it goes out again, let me know. Oh, Diane's trolling. Okay. Bye, Diane. That's done. Anyway, where were we at? Okay, one woman injected 1 dose of semaglutide for her diabetes and woke up the next morning blind in her left eye. This prompted her to stop the medication for 2 months before her diabetes forced her to go back on it. Her diabetes forced her to go back on it. Your lifestyle forced you to go back on it, Diane. Well, I'm just going to call her Diane because Diane, you know. But anyway, this prompted her to go back on it. Another woman who had been taking semaglutide for a year woke up one morning with a painless shadow in her left eye. Testing revealed blood vessels in her retina had become damaged, leading to blindness. And one suffered bleeding in his left eye after taking tirzepatide for a year. However, doctors told him to keep taking the drug due to the lack of evidence linking it to his condition. Holy shit. Holy shit. So that's crazy. That's wild. And anyway, another woman woke up here. Painless shadow. The researchers wrote in JAMA Ophthalmology last month that it's not clear exactly what would cause the side effect. It's not clear what would cause the side effect. Then maybe you guys shouldn't be fucking scribing this. The experts said while exact cause is unclear, drugs like Ozempic rapidly lower blood sugar levels that could damage vessels in the eyes, leading to vision loss. That's not actually necessarily it. So that is where we're at with this. The expert said, while the exact cause is unclear, drugs like Ozempic rapidly stimulate insulin and lower blood sugar levels could cause damage to blood vessels in the eyes, leading to vision loss. Great. Last year, the American Academy of Ophthalmology issued a press release urging patients who have experienced vision loss while taking semaglutide to stop taking the drug and contact their doctor. However, the Academy did not recommend against taking the drugs altogether. Health officials in Denmark, where Ozempic maker Novo Nordisk is based, is currently investigating the links between semaglutide and vision loss. The new report details the cases of 9 adults taking either semaglutide or tirzepatide. The average patient is 57, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they kind of like make it seem kind of, I don't know, weak. Like the case for it's not very strong. Like, oh, it's just a thing. It might happen. It could be this. It could be that. Blah blah blah. But let's go to one of my articles that I've written, and let me see here. Articles published. We're going to go with this one, and I am going to, if you guys want to do me a favor, go over to my X account, follow me, and that way you can read all of my articles. I don't actually make videos on all of them, but please do check it out. And that is the link for it right here. follow me while you're there. Make sure you click the notification bells on. Please do this because YouTube is going to cancel me at any given time. It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when YouTube will get rid of me, because I'm about to go hog wild and say some crazy shit here within the next few weeks. So I'm just saying, it is what it is. So please do go follow me on X. I will be still going live there every day. And if you all of a sudden don't see me for a week, know that they probably axed me, and that's where I am. But this is my article that I wrote over here. And I'm writing articles pretty much based on AI. And then I go in and I touch them up, basically. But this one I found rather amazing. Mark and I spoke about this last night on Evening Rants. If you don't follow me on Evening Rants, please do. But this is a potential link between semaglutide and blindness, examining the risks and scientific evidence. Semaglutide, a glucagon-like peptide receptor agonist, GLP-1 RA, has gained significant attention in its efficacy in managing type 2 diabetes and promoting weight loss. It really hasn't, because it's been very advertised, and that's what bothers me. It's been very, 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 very advertised. It's not actually that good at weight loss, and I'm going to get to that here in a little while. I have another article that I posted today that you guys can go see, and it is the cost per pound billed to insurance on the average for Ozempic and Wegovy, and it's insane. It's like I think Wegovy is like $900 per pound. That's the average. It's $900 per pound. That's kind of crazy shit. Really, 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 really crazy shit. But anyway, and it doesn't produce that much weight loss. It produces like 10% weight loss, in 68 weeks. That's fucking sad. And after 4 years, it's like fucking average of 10% weight loss from the start. Like for $60,000, it's crazy. Anyway, marketing under brand names such as Ozempic, Wegovy, and Rybelsus, semaglutide has been widely adopted due to its ability to regulate blood flow, blood sugar levels, and reduce appetite. However, recent studies and case reports have raised concerns about the potential association between semaglutide use and an increased risk of non-arteritic anterior ischemic optical neuropathy, also known as NAION, a rare but serious eye condition that can lead to sudden and irreversible vision loss, which is not diabetic retinopathy. A lot of people think that, like, well, these people are going blind because they're mostly diabetics, and they all get diabetic retinopathy that doesn't get controlled by the drug. But I can tell you that this is a completely different thing. And this article explores the scientific evidence linking semaglutide to NAION, discussing the underlying mechanisms, evaluating the risk, and provides guidance for patients and healthcare providers. I am not a doctor, but this was written with AI. So it's not like I made this shit up. I'm just letting everybody know. I had AI gather the sources. I had AI gather all of the data. I had AI do all the calculations. This is basically me using AI to see about the connection between blindness and Ozempic, because I felt like the Daily Mail did a very poor job of it. Just putting that straight out there. First one you need to understand is understanding semaglutide and its mechanisms of action. Semaglutide is an incretin mimetic that mimics the action of GLP-1, a hormone that stimulates insulin release in response to elevated blood glucose levels. It also slows gastric emptying, reducing appetite and promoting satiety, which also can cause very serious problems. Slowing gastric emptying is not a great thing, by the way. It's always wild to me that they promote that when it's not a fucking healthy thing. So it also slows gastric emptying, reducing appetite, which contributes to the effectiveness of weight management. The drug is administered as a weekly subcutaneous injection, Ozempic and Wegovy, or an oral tablet, Rybelsus. It benefits in controlling the type 2 diabetes and obesity, have been demonstrated in large clinical trials with cumulative exposure exceeding 22 million patients. So this is 22 million patients they're basing this off of. After 68 weeks, it's anywhere from 10 to 15% of weight loss after 68 weeks. That is fucking crazy bad. That is fucking crazy, crazy bad. No, hell no. I don't want to unpublish them with the drafts. That's insane. No, no, no. Anyway. Benefits, despite its benefits, semaglutide is not without its side effects. Common adverse effects are gastrointestinal symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. More concerning are reports of related complications, including blurred vision, worsening diabetic retinopathy, and most recently, NION. So it has increased diabetic retinopathy in some people, but this is a completely separate issue, right? This can happen when you don't have diabetes. When you just take it for weight loss, this can happen. Non-arterial ischemic optical neuropathy, NION. An overview. NION is a rare condition characterized by sudden painless vision loss in one eye, often noticed upon waking. It results from reduced blood flow to the optic nerve, leading to ischemic and damaging the nerve fibers. NION is the second leading cause of optic nerve blindness after glaucoma and is the most common cause of sudden optic nerve-related vision loss. And the condition affects approximately 2 to 10 out of 100,000 people annually. So everybody's like, oh, that's not that much. And with risk factors including diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, and cardiovascular disease. So name me most fat people that are taking Ozempic that don't have either diabetes or hypertension, sleep apnea, or cardiovascular disease, right? They probably have a compilation of many of them. The optic nerve, composed of over 1 million nerve fibers, relays visual signals from the retina to the brain. Damage to these fibers as occurs in NION, disrupts this connection, leading to permanent vision loss. There are currently no effective treatments for NION, and recovery is limited. The exact pathogenesis of NION remains poorly understood, but it often described as a stroke of the optic nerve due to its ischemic nature. The association between semaglutide and NION, scientific evidence in initial observations and retrospective studies. The potential link between semaglutide and NION was first noted in 2023 when clinics at Mass Eye and Ear and a specialized ophthalmologist center affiliated with Harvard Medical School observed an unusual cluster of NION cases. 3 patients diagnosed with NION in a single week were all taking semaglutide, prompting further investigation. The anecdotal finding led to a retrospective study published in JAMA Ophthalmology in July of 2024. Notice how they didn't tell you about this. Which analyzed data from 16,827 patients treated at Mass Eye and Ear from December 2017 to November 2023. The study focused on 2 cohorts: 710 patients with type 2 diabetes and 979 patients with overweight or obesity. Among diabetic patients, 194 prescribed semaglutide, while 516 received a non-GLP-1 anti-diabetic medications, insulin, metformin, those sorts of things. Among overweight and obese patients, 361 were prescribed semaglutide and 618 received non-GLP-1 drugs, bupropion and phentermine. Jesus. The researchers used propensity score matching to account for confounding factors such as age, sex, hypertension, and sleep apnea. The results were striking. Among diabetic patients, 17 NION events, 10% occurred in the semaglutide group compared to 3% in the non-group. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Corresponding hazard ratio of 4.28. Among overweight and obese patients, 29 events, 8% occurred in the semaglutide group and compared to 1% in the non-GLP group, corresponding to HR of 7.64. So if you are not diabetic, you have a 7.64 chance higher of developing NION if you take semaglutide than if not. And if you take, so phentermine is fucking healthier. Holy shit. Over 3 years, cumulative incidence of NION is 8.9% and 6.7% in the semaglutide groups for diabetes and obesity, respectively, compared to 1.8 and 0.8 in non-GLP-1 groups. So that's wild to me. That is 7 times more likely to make you blind. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. He's finding to suggest a statistically significant association between semaglutide use and increased use of Nion. However, the study authors emphasize that the results do not establish causality and that further research needs to be done. And it always bothers me when they say that, because they don't even know how, they don't technically even know how this Gila monster venom works, you know? They don't really grasp it. Follow-up studies and international data. Subsequent studies have been corroborating these findings. A Danish-Norway cohort study published as a preprint on MedRx in December 2024 analyzed health data from 424,152 patients with type 2 diabetes in Denmark and Norway. The study found that semaglutide users had a 2.19 times higher risk of Nion compared to those receiving other diabetes treatments. Other analysis with the same study comparing the new semaglutide users to those starting alternative treatments reported a relative risk of 2.81. However, the absolute risk increase was limited to 1.4 to 2.5 excess Nion events per 10,000 patients. That's still fucking crazy. That's crazy. Let's see here. The posts on X. Case reports and emerging data. In February of 2025, additional reports emerged in U.S. patients experienced sudden blindness after taking semaglutide or tirzepatide. One notable case involved a woman who woke up blinded in one eye the morning after she took a semaglutide injection for diabetes. We actually spoke about that one. The potential mechanisms for linking semaglutide to Nion. The biological mechanisms underlying the association between semaglutide and Nion remain speculative. Several hypotheses have been proposed. One is the GLP-1 receptor agonist of the optic nerve. GLP-1 receptors are present in the optic nerve, and the activation of by semaglutide may influence blood supply to the nerve head, which could potentially increase the risk of ischemia, contributing to Nion, which basically stroke. However, the exact role of GLP-1 receptors in optic nerves physiology is not well understood, and more research is needed. Rapid glycemic control and vascular effects. Semaglutide rapidly normalizes blood sugar glucose levels. May have paradoxically affected vascular health. Previous studies have shown that tight glycemic control can transiently worsen diabetic retinopathy, possibly due to changes in retinal blood flow. However, that's just for the increase in diabetic retinopathy, not for Nion. And confounding factors, patients with type 2 diabetes and obesity are already at high risk for Nion due to underlying conditions such as hypertension, sleep apnea, cardiovascular disease. It is possible that these comorbidities, rather than semaglutide itself, contributed to this. It is possible, but I don't totally. It seems to be much more correlative than that. The studies, and this lists off the studies and the sample sizes for all of you that want to see it, and this is where you can find the research. So am I back? Test. Am I back? It's back. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. I'm going to have to figure something out. All right. So I will take any questions, concerns, anything like that. Let's see. Also, anything that restricts nutrition to the body might cause issues with deficiency in imports like B12 and A, which are definitely affect your eyesight. I misread the tape measure, and my measurement is from wrong place. My waist to height ratio is 0.41. That's very good. That's very healthy. You obviously even more. Personal chefs cost $200 to $750 a week, and insurance would never pay for that. No government assistance for that, and people pay $1,000 a month for Ozempic instead. It's wild what they pay for Ozempic, by the way. I have another study or another article based off a bunch of studies on the cost per pound lost on both Ozempic and Wegovy. I just published it on my X account already, so you could go check that out too. Let me actually pull it up, and I'll send you that one also. This is, let's see, published. Published. Here it is. Copy link to the article. Here we go. Yeah, you're paying that. You're not actually paying $90. Your copay is $90. What actually gets billed, what is the shared societal burden, is probably $1,500. That's my point. You go via black market. Okay. But then you're paying $90. That works. I still wouldn't take this medication. So, but I wonder if we will see commercials saying if you've taken Ozempic, you may qualify for a payout. We're already seeing them. We're already seeing class action lawsuits against this because it is very much a problem. But if you wanted to take a look, just so everybody grasps where we're coming from with this, I can just do the graphic real quick. This is the graphic from, actually, we'll do this. This is the graphic from the article that AI produced. So the scenario is best case scenario, they get a 50% rebate, which is this is the cost that we share via taxes and via insurance premiums. This is the cost, right? So what is billed to insurance premiums? The best case scenario for Ozempic is $464.45 a pound. The best case for Wegovy is $370.37 per pound. Mid-range, which is the average, is $928.91 per pound. And with Wegovy, it is $740.74 per pound. The worst case maximum cost per pound lost is $972.87 on average and $780 even for Ozempic and Wegovy, respectively. That is insane. That is insane. That is nuts. That we, the people, should somehow have to support that. Like, it is not. I spoke yesterday, like one of my videos yesterday. We should not be like healthy people should not have to subsidize that. That's wild. That is wild, especially for things like type 2 diabetes and obesity. Type 2 diabetes is 90 to 95% avoidable, mitigatable, or reversible by lifestyle. And obesity is completely by choice. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. It is by choice. It is a condition of overconsumption 100% of the time, period. The prices people pay are absolutely ridiculous. It's far cheaper to buy it through the American health market on your own. I would agree, but you know, my also thing is it's much cheaper to just not eat like shit and lose weight. Frankly, it's much cheaper to get Nomo and Alchemy. Frankly, No Morbidity and Alchemy. I would argue if we would get a head-to-head clinical trial with Nomo and Alchemy together against Wegovy, we'd destroy Wegovy. We would destroy it. I mean, bar none. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on a severe deviated septum and its affecting on sleep apnea and lack of energy and linked to obesity. Do you think that stuff could be covered fully in the States? I would imagine it would be because you can show health damage. That is something like, here's my thing. Something like a deviated septum, I think that insurance should pay that. Not only do I think insurance should pay for something like that, I think it should be 100% covered for that. Like all of it. Because I am all for universal health care when it comes to shit that is not lifestyle related. All for. But if you choose a certain lifestyle, if you choose to be unhealthy, that shit should come out of your pocket. I really believe that. And to me, deviated septum, that should be covered. That should be 100% covered. And it should get taken care of because it's a very serious issue. A deviated septum can, like you said, cause sleep apnea, cause problems breathing. Sleep apnea is not anything to just fucking around with. Sleep apnea, you literally stop breathing. So it is not anything to be messed around with. So I definitely agree that should be covered. But all right, folks, I am probably going to be back a little later on this evening with another live. Hang on. If our healthcare system stops paying for the shit people can change, we'll have enough to pay for the shit that people can't. That's it exactly. That's it exactly. I bet you that person's father is really proud of them for being such a forward thinker. I agree 100. Hang on. Let's see. I've learned so much from your videos. I've lost 131 pounds, down to 154 from 285. Thank you for helping me to keep me motivated. I walk at least 35 to 40 minutes a day. I feel so much stronger. Everybody congratulate Patty. That is goddamn outstanding. That is what we're all about around this motherfucker. I know that people can call me mean. People can say I'm an asshole. People can do whatever. I am nicer to fat people than anybody that is in any way going to tell them that they're fine the way they are. That is evil shit. That is some evil ass shit. You look at a fat person and you say, oh, you're fine, you're gorgeous, you're this, you're that. That's some evil fucking shit. That's evil. Be honest with them. This is what happens when not only are you honest with people, but the person listens. This is way overcomplicated by especially the fucking fat acceptance lunatics that will tell you like you're fine at 500 pounds. That is bullshit. You are a detriment to society and yourself at 500 pounds. You could fall down and kill a kid at any given time. If you're out in public, you could literally fall down and kill a kid. It's wild that people don't see it that way. And the chances of you falling are rather high. They really are. So let's see here. I agree 100%. I'm getting surgery here in Canada, and I'm so thankful it's covered. It's like $6,000 in the States, and I'm getting surgery. It should be 100% covered in the States. That's what I really believe. Like, we could have universal health care if we wanted to take care of people's health, but people need to participate. Part of healthcare is people participating in it. When people don't participate in healthcare, it makes it impossible for us to take care of the shit that people have no choice about. That's the truth. Nobody wants to accept it, but that's the truth. Many people on GLP-1s continue to eat like terrible diets and got them obese, but in less amounts. Science is then shocked when these people lose massive amounts of muscle mass and go blind. It also causes hair loss, all sorts of shit. It's bad. And I agree with you there. All right, let's see. It's unbearable, especially with how dry winter gets here. I can't imagine that. My nose has been fixed like twice because when I was younger, I kept breaking it, or having it broken for me, I should say. If people don't care about themselves, we're made to pay for their own health, and we're made to pay for their own health care. Definitely would make a difference. In my article from yesterday that I read, it would give them incentive to be healthy because they couldn't afford to not be. That's the thing. I mean, it's wild. Oh, they're lunatics. They're all crazy. I mean, these people think that they're somehow like they equate themselves to being a marginalized group of people that are somehow discriminated against. You fuckers are fucking up society. Like, being morbidly obese right now. First of all, if you're morbidly obese right now, that means don't even ever give me any fucking shit about you took COVID seriously and COVID this, COVID that. If you're morbidly obese right fucking now, you've had 5 goddamn years. If you're morbidly obese right now, you never, ever, ever took COVID seriously, and you can shut your fucking mouth about it. Like, literally, just shut your fucking hole. I can't take anybody seriously that pushed COVID, any type of lockdowns, masks, the experimental gene therapy produced by historically corrupt companies from historically corrupt industry in a fraction of the time that would normally take for it to be safe, with no safety testing and long-term testing that was then given liability protection. If you pushed any of that bullshit and you're fat right now, I want you to know, I personally think you can fuck off. Because that's bullshit. I have said that many, many times, and I truly fucking mean that. Because there is not in any way, I just can't possibly in any way take anybody seriously about public health at all that's morbidly obese. Because you fuckers are the reason that we have a hard time taking care of everybody. You are lifestyling yourself to death. People that eat too much, drink too much, and smoke too much make up about $4 trillion of shared healthcare expenditure a year. $4 trillion. Not to mention, it uses up about 75 to 80% of all healthcare resources. Like all the nurses, all the beds, all the doctors, all the drugs, all the everything. I was on a crazy spree anyway, no big deal. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to fix this motherfucker. I will see all of you motherfuckers later. God damn.
The Holy Trinity Bundle isn't just about weight loss, it's about empowering you to find your healthiest, happiest self. Let's talk about what's in the bundle and how it caters specifically to our needs. First, we got Ember, which is not just any fat burner. It's also going to boost your mood, your energy levels, while also suppressing your appetite. And if you're worried about it being too strong, you can split the tablet in half to tailor its impact. Next, we have Alchemy NCT, which turns the carbs that you eat into energy and not fat. Yes, energy, not fat. This is our way of making sure that the meals that you eat contribute positively to your weight loss journey. And girls, we all know that we want that. And finally, no morbidity. This one's my favorite because it works while you sleep. It burns fat and controls those nighttime cravings without any stimulants, so you wake up feeling refreshed. Try it out and feel the genuine difference. Here's to new beginnings and real results.